A couple of. Two persons and things joined or related in some way. He arrived a couple of days ago. A far cry from. Very different from. This hotel is a far cry from the last place we stayed. It's much nicer here. A long time ago. Once upon a time, many years ago, ages ago, long ago. A long time ago, dinosaurs lived on the earth. A lot of. A large amount or number of something, lots of, plenty of. The millionaire has a lot of money. A pair of. Two things of the same kind used together. I bought 2 pairs of shoes, one for my brother and the other for my sister. A steal. Very cheap, a very good price. My friend sold me his old car. It was a steal. Abide by. Obey, follow. You have to abide by my rules if you want to live in my house. Above all. Most importantly, most of all. You must not smoke or drink. Above all, you must exercise. According to. As shown or said by. According to scientists, the Earth is becoming warmer. Add to. Make larger, increase. Eating lots of chocolate will only add to your acne problem. After all. In spite of what was expected, nevertheless, in the endangered. The small country won the battle after all. Again and again. Often, repeatedly, over and over again. I told you again and again not to touch the electric fence. Agree with. Have the same opinion with, share one's view. I agree with you, there's something strange about him. All along. The whole time. The machine was not plugged in all along. All in all. Looking at everything. How was your trip to China? All in all, it was a great experience. All of a sudden. All at once, suddenly, unexpectedly, without warning. All of a sudden, it started to rain very hard. All over the world. Throughout the world, worldwide, everywhere. Ants live all over the world. All the time. Constantly, always. Mark shoes come all the time. All the way. The whole distance, the whole way. Sue was late, she ran all the way to school. Amount to. Total. The list amounts to $12. And so on. And so forth, and the like. Potatoes, onions, carrots and so on are vegetables. Anything but. All others except. I can watch anything but horror movies. Anything goes. Used to say that everything is permitted, that there are no limits or rules. Are you sure it's the right outfit for the occasion? Why not? Anything goes these days. Apart from. Except. Apart from the size of the bedroom, I really liked the apartment. Arrive at. Get to, come to, reach. The train arrived at the station. As a matter of fact. Actually, in fact. I know the man in the picture very well. As a matter of fact, he is my father. As a result. So, consequently. He ate too much. As a result, he got fat. As a rule. Most of the time, normally. You should wash your white clothes and colored clothes separately, as a rule. As easy as ABC. Very easy, so easy that any child would cope. Don't tell me you can't put this furniture together yourself. It's as easy as ABC. As far as. To the limit of something. As far as I know, this is the right place. As for. Concerning, in regard to. As for me, I would rather stay home tonight and watch television. As if. In the manner of. He acted as if nothing was wrong. As of yet. Until this time, so far. As of yet, she's never had a boyfriend. As soon as. Right after. When. As soon as you delete a worthless file, you'll need it. As to. About. Related to. I was given no explanation as to why my hair is turning brown. As usual. In the normal way. As usual, he was talking about himself. As well as. In addition to. I like apples as well as peppers. Ask for. Request, wish for, demand. For his birthday, Dawn asked for a new toy truck. At most. A certain amount and no more. I plan to study for 2 hours at the most. At a time. At one time, at once, at the same time. The elevator holds 5 people at a time. At any time. At any moment, any time. The library is open 24 hours a day. I can study there at any time. At first. Initially, in the beginning. She was afraid of dogs at first. Now she loves them. At first glance. After quick look. The problem looked easy at first glance. At hand. Near. Christmas is at hand. I have to buy gifts for my family. At last. Finally, in the end. At last the sun came up over the horizon. At least. Not less than. You need to stay in bed for at least 3 days. At once. Immediately, right away. Son, come back here at once. At one's fingertips. Easily available, at hand. I don't have that information at my fingertips right now. Can you wait a minute? At random. Not in any order, without plan. The police stopped cars at random to check if the drivers had insurance. At the top of. At the highest part of. I saw a flag at the top of the building. At times. Sometimes there are times when. At times he can be very cruel. Attend to. Take care of. She attended to her guests. Attribute A to aid. Say A is a result of B. Scientists attribute the warm weather to pollution. Back and forth. Go and come between two places. The dog ran back and forth across the yard. Back up. Move backwards. Could you please back up? You are standing too close. Be about to. Be almost doing. Be just going to. He was about to fall asleep when the telephone rang. Be absent from. Is missing from. Be away from. He was absent from class because he was sick. Be afraid of. Have fear of. Be fearful of. Many people are afraid of snakes. Be all ears. Be eager to hear what somebody else has to say. You will never believe what happened at work today. Go on, tell me. I'm all ears. Be angry with. Be upset with. Be mad at. The father was angry with his son. Be anxious about. Be nervous about. Be worried about. The boy was anxious about taking the test. Be anxious to. Want strongly. Be eager to. Be keen to. Would love to. When we saw the dark clouds, we were anxious to get home. Be apt to. Be likely to. Will probably. Without a map, you are apt to get lost on the small, confusing streets. Be at a loss. Be unable to think. I know the man you are talking about, but I'm at a loss to think of his name. Be better off. Have more opportunity. Be in a nicer position. It's raining very heavily. You'd be better off staying here until it stops. Be bound to. Be certainly going to. My parents are bound to disagree, but I've decided I'm moving to New York. Be broke. Not have any money. He was broke, so he borrowed money from his roommate. Be composed of. Comprise. Be made of. Water is composed of hydrogen and oxygen. Be concerned about. Be worried about. I'm concerned about you. Be covered with. Have a lot on the surface. After sleeping in the woods, he was covered with insect bites. Be crazy about. Like or enjoy in an extreme way. He's always been crazy about tomatoes. Be crowded with. Have many things in one place. Be full of. Be packed with. The subway was crowded with people. Be cut out for. Have the correct qualities for. Nobody thought she was cut out for the army, but she became an officer. Be different from. Be not the same as. Differ from. He always knew he was different from the others. Be disappointed with. Be unhappy with. The teacher was disappointed with my low grade. Be divided into. Be separated into. Be split into. The juice was divided into 2 glasses. Be dressed in. Have clothes on. Be clothed in. Wear. He is dressed in a shirt and tie. Be excited about. Be happy about. Be enthusiastic about. Look forward to. Be thrilled about. I'm excited about the concert. Be familiar with. Know well. Be used to. Be comfortable with. She is familiar with Russian culture. Be famous for. Be well known for. Be noted for. He is famous for having the world's longest fingernails. Be filled with. Have lot of the same thing inside. Be full of. The book was filled with pictures. Be fond of. Get a lot of pleasure from. Like. Enjoy. Love. He's really fond of baseball. Be free to. Have the opportunity to. She was free to choose any dish on the menu. Be full of. Have many things inside. Be filled with. Be packed with. The box is full of toys. Be good at. Be skilled or talented at. He's good at mathematics. Be impressed by. Feel admiration for. Be moved by. Be touched by. We were impressed by his singing. Be in the same box. Be in the same situation. Nobody has more chance of getting promoted than the rest. We're all in the same box. Be in trouble. Get into trouble. Be in a difficult situation. If you don't clean your room, you'll be in trouble. Be interested in. Be eager to. Be attracted by. Like. I'm very interested in astronomy. Be known for. Be recognized by. The tree frog is known for its green color. Be late for. Arrive after the expected time. The boss was late for the meeting. Be likely to. Will probably. It's likely to rain this afternoon. Be made of. Consist of. Be made up of. Be composed of. The house is made of brick. Be no use. Does not change the situation. It's no use getting upset over a broken glass. Be opposed to. Against. Not for. Not in favor of. My mother was always opposed to my father's smoking. Be out of the question. Impossible, forbidden. Don't ask me if you can go. It is out of the question. Be over. Come to the end. Be finished. Be done. The meeting was over at 11 o'clock. Be pleased with. Be satisfied with. Be happy with. Be delighted with. You should be pleased with your grades. Be proud of. Feel pleased about. Take pride in. They were very proud of their son. Be ready to. Be prepared to. She isn't ready to go yet. Be responsible for. Had to take care of. Be in charge of. Have responsibility for. He is responsible for the whole group. Be satisfied with. Be happy with. Be content with. My father is satisfied with his new car. Be similar to. Have many things in common with. Be like. Resemble. A leopard is similar to a tiger. Be supposed to. Be expected to. Be scheduled to. You were supposed to save half the cake for me. Be sure of. Have no doubt about. She isn't sure of the time of the party. Be surprised by. Be taken aback by. Express surprise at. Be astonished at. She was surprised by her son's new hairstyle. Be thankful for. Appreciate. Be grateful for. The beggar was thankful for the coin. Be true of. Correct when talking about. This stereotype is not true of all Americans. Be up to one. Be one's choice. Do you think you can leave work early? It's up to my boss. Be used to. Be familiar with. Be accustomed to. She is used to getting up early in the morning. Be well off. Rich. They aren't very well off, but they're happy. Be willing to. Be happy to. Be inclined to. Be prepared to. Sam was willing to lend money to his friend. Be worried about. Be anxious about. Be concerned about. I am worried about the baby. Be worth. Be useful enough to. Equal in value to. The hotel is great. It's worth staying an extra night. Beats me. I don't know. It beats me why anyone would want to live in Antarctica. Because of. Due to. As a result of. Owing to. On account of. He can't ride the bicycle because it has a flat tire. Become of. Happen to. Occur. Do you know what became of that singer? I haven't heard about him for ages. Before long. In a short time. Pretty soon. Dinner will be ready before long. Beginner's luck. Used to say that somebody has succeeded in something not because of their talent or experience, but because of sheer luck. He didn't win because of his skills. It was beginner's luck and nothing more. belong to, be owned by, be the property of. The teddy bear belongs to my little brother. Better safe than sorry. Used to say that it is better to be careful rather than regret it afterwards when something bad happens. Take warm boots and a raincoat with you. It's better safe than sorry. Between you and me. Just between us, confidentially, off the record. Between you and me, I think there's something wrong with that guy. Big deal. Used to tell somebody ironically that they are making a matter seem bigger than it really is. Our group is writing 2 tests this week. Big deal. We're having 3. Blow out. Put out a fire. Extinguish. Make a wish when you blow out the candle. Blow up. Explode. The bomb blew up but no one was hurt. Bottoms up. A phrase spoken before drinking a glass of alcohol. Standing at the end of the table with a glass in her hand, she shouted, "Bottoms up." Brain drain. A situation when a great number of highly skilled and educated people leave the country to move and work abroad. Poland might soon face the consequences of the brain drain as many skilled workers leave for Britain where they are better paid. Brand new. Never used, totally new. Their brand new car was stolen yesterday. Break leg. Used to wish somebody good luck before an exam or a performance. It's your time for the stage, Lisa. Go on, break a leg. Break away from. Escape from, get away from, break free from. The dog broke away from its owner. Break down. Stop working. When the car broke down, they had to get her and walk. Break out. Occur with suddenness or force. Happen. He was just a child when war broke out in his country. Bring about. Cause to happen, lead to, result in. Rain in July will bring about floods. Bring back. Return, cause to return. The song brought back some old memories. Bring in. Get in, call in. My dog brings in the newspaper every morning. Bring out. Reveal something to someone. He brought out a picture of his girlfriend. Bring up. Start to talk about something. When my mother is mad at me, she always brings up the time I forgot her birthday. Burn down. Completely destroy by fire. If you play with matches, you could burn down the house. Burst out. Suddenly do. He burst out laughing when his friend walked in the room. By a hair. By a very small difference. She came second, winning the tournament by a hair. By accident. Without planning, by luck. She walked into the bathroom by accident while he was in there. By all means. Said to encourage a person to do something. May I have another piece? By all means. By and large. Overall, on the whole. By and large, the public transportation in New York City is very reliable. By chance. Not planned, luckily. They met by chance at the supermarket. By oneself. Alone, on one's own. The girl went to the movie by herself. By the way. Incidentally, in addition. By the way, her father is a doctor. By way of. By going through, via. Did the teacher say that I have to read that book? No, she said by way of suggestion that you should read it. Call it a day. Stop working. Bill, you've been here for 10 hours. You should call it a day and go home. Call off. Stop a planned event. Cancel. He had to call off the birthday party because he felt sick. Call on. Visit. Come to see. She called on me but I wasn't home. Call up. Telephone. Contact by telephone. I always call up my grandmother on her birthday. Calm down. Become quiet. Cool down. The child calmed down when we gave him his teddy bear. Can't afford. Be unable to pay for. Don't have enough money. I'd love to buy that house but I can't afford it. Can't help. Can't avoid. Be unable to stop. Have no choice but to. Can only. I can't help falling in love with her. Can't stand. Dislike intensely. Can't tolerate. Can't bear. Hate. She can't stand traffic jams. Care for. Look after. Take care of. The mother cares for her child. Carry on. Continue. After the storm passed, we carried on painting the house. Carry out. Take something out of a place. I saw him carrying out the trash this morning. Catch a cold. Get a cold. Come down with a cold. He caught a cold last weekend. Catch fire. Start to burn. His clothes caught fire because he stood too close to the stove. Catch on. Realize, understand. It took him a few minutes to catch on to the joke. Catch up with. Come up with. Overtake. I missed a week of school, so I had to catch up with my class. Change one's mind. Switch one's opinion about something. If you read this book, it will change your mind about eating eggs. Check in. Register at a hotel or an airport, etc. Sign in. When you arrive, check in by signing your name on the list. Cheer up. Get in a better mood. Help someone feel happier. Lighten up. He is trying to cheer up his friend. Clean off. Clear. Take everything off. You should clean off your desk. It's very dirty. Clear cut. Easily seen. Clear. It looks like we have a clear-cut winner. Close call. Almost be in danger. Almost get hurt. It was a close call, but we managed to keep the cat alive. Come about. Happen. A chance like this doesn't come about every day. Come across. FTND by chance. I came across this in the backyard. Does anyone know what it is? Come by. Pay a visit to. Drop by. Stop by. The mailman usually comes by at 10 o'clock. Come from. Originate in some place. These bananas come from Brazil. Come in peace. Have good intentions. It's time to stop that childish nonsense, Carol. We come in peace. Please talk to us. Come out of. Leave a place. The bear came out of the cave. Come over. Pay a short visit. She liked it when her grandfather would come over on Sundays. Come to. Reach. If you come to a word you don't know, use a dictionary. Come to an end. End. Finish. The war came to an end soon after the bomb was dropped. Come true. Happen as wished. I hope all your dreams will come true. Come up to. Reach. Approach. I got more and more nervous as I came up to the door. Come up with. Think of. He came up with a plan to solve the problem. Concentrate on. Focus attention toward. It's too noisy here. I can't concentrate on my homework. Congratulations on. Praise. Congratulations on graduating from high school. Consist of. Be made of. Be composed from. Comprise. The United Kingdom consists of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Cooperate with. Work together. Act together. Our team lost because we didn't cooperate with each other. Cope with. Deal successfully with. Manage successfully. The mother is finding it hard to cope with her troubled son. Count on. Depend on. Rely on. Trust. You can count on him to do good job. Criticize A for B. Indicate the bad point B about A. They always criticized him for being slow. Cross out. Cancel by drawing lines across. He crossed out like and wrote love. Cry out for. Ask for. Call for. When the baby was hungry, she cried out for food. Cry over spilled milk. Waste time being sorry about something that cannot be reverted. Stop crying over spilled milk. I'm sure next time you'll do better at the exam. Cry wolf. Start a false alarm. It was only Joe who cried wolf. There was no spider on her pillow. Cut down on. Reduce. Do. We cut down on driving because the price of gasoline is too high. Cut in. Go in front of someone unfairly. Interrupt someone talking. I hate it when people cut in line at the movies. Cut off. Remove. Cut away. The boy cut off his sister's hair. Cut out. Stop. You should really cut out smoking that stuff. Dash off. Leave very quickly. Run off. Hurry. The rabbit dashed off into the forest. Date back to. Come from the past time. The book dates back to the 19th century. Day after day. Every day for a long time. He walked past the house day after day without really noticing it. Day in and day out. Every day, all the time. Day in and day out, clouds hung over the village. Deal in. Focus on selling. Our shop only deals in imported goods from China. Deal with. Handle. Interact with. She is avoiding him because she doesn't want to deal with him. Depend on. Trust. Rely on. Count on. Be dependent on. The blind man depended on his dog. Die of. Be the cause of death. The trees died of poison in the soil from the nearby factory. Die out. Stop existing. Disappear completely. Become extinct. We must protect whales if we don't want them to die out. Differ from. Be not the same as. Be different from. Red and green apples differ from each other in taste. Dispose of. Get rid of. Throw out. The murderer tried to dispose of his knife. Do away with. End. Get rid of. I must do away with the mouse that lives in my basement. Do badly in. Not be successful in. Do poorly in. I always do badly in mathematics. Do one's best. Try hard. Give one's best. The teacher told him, just do your best. Do one's homework. Do schoolwork outside of class. He is doing his homework. Do well in. Be successful in. Do a good job. My sister always does well in math. Do without. Manage while lacking. He couldn't do without his cell phone, so he had to go home and get it. Don't mention it. There's no need for thanks. When I thanked him for the gift, he said, don't mention it. Draw the line at. Say some point is the limit. My parents let me use the car, but they draw the line at allowing me to take long trips. Dream of. Wish or hope for. Dream about. He often dreams of being big and strong. Dream up. Think up. Have an original or unique idea. She dreamed up the idea of using stamps as wallpaper. Dress up. Wear fancy clothes for a special occasion. Do I need to dress up for dinner at your parents' house? Drink like a fish. Drink much alcohol. No wonder Gina left Jack. He was drinking like fish. Drive one crazy. Make angry, bother or annoy. He's beginning to drive me crazy. Drop by. Go to see. Pay a short visit. Stop by. My neighbor dropped by with an apple pie. Drop off. Deliver something or leave someone somewhere. My mother dropped me off at school on her way to work. Drop someone a line. Write a letter to someone. He decided to drop her a line. Dry out. Become dry after some time. Your plants will dry out if you don't give them water. Due to. Because of. Due to the strike, the subway is not running today. Dwell on. Worry about or consider for a long time. I know you got a bad grade, but try not to dwell on it. Easy come, easy go. Used to say when something you gain quickly and without much effort has gone equally fast. I can't believe I've already spent all the money I've won. Easy come, easy go. Either A or B. One of, not both. I will go to either Mexico or Canada for my vacation. End up. Finally B in the end. They ended up working on the project all night because of the deadline. Enjoy oneself. Have a happy experience. Have a good time. Have fun. He enjoyed himself at the picnic. Every so often. Sometimes. Every so often he feels homesick. Face the music. Be in a situation when you have deal with the mess you have made. After he spent almost all of their money, Ron decided to face the music and talk to his wife. Fall asleep. Go to sleep. Don't fall asleep when you are driving. Fall behind. Be late. Be behind. She fell behind in school because she was sick for a few weeks. Fall in love with. Develop strong romantic feelings. The young girls fell in love with the rock star. Fall short of. Not achieve a result or meet an expectation. The movie really fell short of my expectations. Far from. Be a long way from a place. The house is far from the city. Up with. Sick of. At the limit of one's endurance. I'm fed up with your behavior. Feel blue. Feel. Many people always feel blue on rainy days, while a little sun brings a smile to their faces. Feel for. Have sympathy for. She felt for the people starving in Africa, so she sent money to the charity. Feel like. He inclined to, desire, want. She feels like crying because she lost her job. Figure out. Understand, solve, make out. I figured out how to save money on my electric bill. Fill something with. Make full, fill. We filled up the box with old pictures. Fill out. Write all of the information needed on a form or application. Please fill out the form. Find fault with. Criticize. Find something to complain about. They're always finding faults with his girlfriend. Find out. Learn. Get information. I want to find out if she has a boyfriend. Fire away. Used to tell somebody not to be shy and to encourage them to do or say something. Now it's your turn, Francis. Fire away. Fix up. Repair. Make nice or good again. They fixed up the office by putting in new carpet and painting the walls. Follow up on. Get more information about. Take additional action. He decided not to follow up on the job offer. Fool around. Play. Have fun. What are you kids doing out there? We're just fooling around. For a long time. For many minutes, hours, days, weeks, months. He hasn't cut his beard for a long time. For a while. For a time, a while. We have been sitting here for a while. For ages. For a long time. He hasn't cut his beard for ages. For example. For instance, as an example, say, we are different. I am older, for example. For good. Finally, forever. He plans to move to New York for good. For real. Seriously. Madonna is going to give a concert here this summer, for real. For sale. Able to be bought, selling. They put their house up for sale. For short. A shorter way to say a name. My name is Alexander, but you can call me Alex for short. For some time. For a period of time. This song has been popular for some time. For sure. Certainly, surely, for certain. You will get the job for sure. For the first time. First, the initial time. The boy from Brazil saw snow for the first time. For the most part. Generally. For the most part, I enjoyed the time I spent in the country. For the sake of. To benefit or improve something. He works hard for the sake of his family. For the time being. For the moment, for now, for the present. It's raining, let's stay inside for the time being. From now on. From now onwards, starting now and continuing. From now on, I'm free. From scratch. From nothing, from basic or simple. These cookies are great, thanks. I made them myself from scratch. From time to time. Sometimes, at times, once in a while, every now and then, occasionally. From time to time, he likes to go fishing. Furnish A with B. Provide B to A. The school furnished the students with new desks. Generally speaking. In general, by and large, as a rule, on the whole. Generally speaking, Mexican food is very spicy. Get a hold of. Contact, reach. Please write down a phone number where we can get a hold of you. Get along with. Be friendly with, live or work well together. She does not get along with her mother-in-law. Get along with you. Used to express surprise and disbelief at what somebody has said. Did you know that Tracy is back? Get along with you. Really? Get away with. Avoid punishment. You'll never get away with this. Get back. Return, come or go back. I need to get back home before dark. Get better. Improve. Her singing will get better if she practices every day. Get even with. Have revenge. There is no point in trying to get even with anyone. Revenge is an endless cycle. Get in touch with. Communicate with. Connect. Contact. He gave me his business card so I can get in touch with him. Get involved in. Be a part of. Take part in. Participate in. He didn't want to get involved in their argument. Get lost. Become confused about one's location. We got lost on the way to the theater. Get married to. Marry. Sally will get married to Tom in March. Get nowhere with. Not progress or. I was getting nowhere with my project, so I took a break. Get off. Leave a vehicle. The old lady is getting off the bus. Get on. Board. Enter a vehicle. He got on his horse and rode away. Get out. Exit. Leave. Go out. Get out of my room right now. Get out of. Avoid. Escape from. Let's get out of here. Get over. recover from, overcome. It took her almost a week to get over her jet lag from the long flight. Get real. Used to tell somebody that they should not hope for the impossible and be practical instead. Get real. You might never become an actress, so get yourself a job and start making money. Get rid of. Remove, dispose of, throw away. He must get rid of his cold. Get stuck. Be unable to move. Her boot got stuck in the mud while she was hiking. Get the better of. Have power to force one to do. My curiosity got the better of me and I opened the letter. Get through. Be able to communicate with someone. The storm damaged the phone line so I can't get through to my parents' house. Get tired of. Become bored with. Get sick of. He got tired of waiting, so he went home. Get to. Arrive at. Reach. Just ring the bell when you get to the door. Get together. Gather. Meet. We often got together at the cafe. Get up. Get out of bed. Leave bed after sleeping. It's hard for him to get up in the morning. Get used to. Be accustomed to. Be familiar and comfortable with. It will take a long time to get used to her. Get well. Become healthy. Get over an illness. She got well faster than anticipated. Girl next door. A nice and decent girl. I've always thought that Harry was an adventurous type, but he ended up marrying some girl next door and teaching in a local school. Give a hand. Help, assist, lend a hand. He gave her a hand with the yard work. Give away. Donate, hand out. The company gave away free samples. Give back. Return, hand back. When are you going to give back my CD? Give birth. Have. She is about to give birth to her baby. Given. Surrender. Agree to someone's persuasion. The protesters said they would not give in until all of their demands were met. Give it a try. Try it. Give it a go. Give it a shot. Why don't you give it a try? Give rise to. Cause something to happen. The meeting gave rise to some new plans for the future of the company. Give up. Stop, abandon, quit. He should give up smoking. Go away. Leave a place, get away. I hope your stomachache will go away soon. Go Dutch. Each pay for himself. They decided to go Dutch on their date. Go for. Try to do. Their mother went for a university degree at the age of 52. Go off. Leave. Go somewhere with a purpose. The camera went off across the desert to find water. Go on. Continue, not stop, lest. This cold weather has gone on for too long. Go on a picnic. Bring some food and eat it outside. Let's go on a picnic. Go through. Experience something unpleasant. She went through a stressful time last year. Go without saying. Obviously, everyone knows. It goes without saying that you have to attend class to get a good grade. Go wrong. Produce a bad result. Something went wrong with the computer, so the system crashed. Good for you. Used to show approval of what somebody has done. You say you've decided to go to college. Good for you. Good riddance. Used to say in a rude manner that you are happy that somebody has left. That man is terrible. I thought he would never leave. Good riddance. Goodness knows. Nobody knows. Goodness knows what will happen next. Grow up. Become an adult, mature. I grew up in China and then moved to America. Had better. Should, ought to. She had better study if she wants to pass the test. Hand in. Given, submit. Please hand in the report by Friday. Hand out. Give to many people. Give out. The store was handing out free cosmetic samples. Hand over. Give to another. The old man decided to hand over his business to his sons. Hang out. Spend time someplace. Teenagers like to hang out at the park. Hang up. Put away something, especially clothes, on a hook or hanger. Please hang up your wet towels. Have a broken heart. Be in love with somebody who does not love you. He said he didn't love her and left poor Kathy with a broken heart. Have a good time. Enjoy oneself. Have fun. The tourists had a good time in Paris. Have a point. Said when you agree with someone's opinion. My sister says that I need to spend more time with my family. She has a point. Have access to. Have the ability to get. Have permission to enter. You need to type in your password to have access to the file. Have money burn. Have lots of money. She inherited a fortune, so she must have money to burn. Have no idea. Don't know, not have a clue. She has no idea when the meeting is. Have nothing to do with. Not be related to. Have no connection to. The hot weather this summer has nothing to do with global warming. Have to. Must. We have to buy more bread. Have to do with. he closely connected with, he related to. The mother hoped that her son had nothing to do with the broken window. Have trouble. Have a problem, have difficulty. I am having trouble with this math homework. Hear from. Received news from. I haven't heard from Dave recently. Hear of. Know about, hear about. I have never heard of an earthquake in this city. Help oneself. Take what one wants. Help yourself to the cake. Here we go again. Used to show irritation at something that is said or done again. Here we go again. Do you always have to come back to this old problem? I thought I have apologized to you already. Here you are. Here you go. Here it is. Could I use your pen? Sure, here you are. High time. Time for some action that has been postponed too long. My mother said it was high time that I got my hair cut and found a job. Hit upon. Suddenly think up. He hit upon a great idea for a birthday gift. Hold back. Make something stay in the same place. We tried to hold back the flood, but there was too much water. Hold on. Wait, hold the line. We had to hold on while the traffic light was red. Hold up. Lift, raise, put up. The soldier was holding up the flag. Hold your tongue. Used to tell somebody in a rude way to stop talking. Hold your tongue. Nobody's listening to your nonsense anyway. Home sweet home. Used to say how nice it is to be back in your own place. Only 20 miles to go and then home sweet home. Hot potato. An issue which is often embarrassing and difficult to deal with. The president was not happy with the hot potatoes inherited from his predecessor. How come? Why? How come you don't eat chicken? Hurry up. Do something quickly. Hurry up or we will be late. I beg your pardon? Used to ask somebody to repeat what they said when you didn't hear. Would you mind my opening the window? I beg your pardon. Could I open the window? Oh yes, go ahead. Ill at ease. Not comfortable. He always felt a little ill at ease in crowded elevators. In a hurry. In haste, in a rush. Why are you in such a hurry? In a moment. In a short time, in a second, soon. She'll be back in a moment. In accordance with. Following, matching. The new laws are not in accordance with the old laws. In addition to. Along with, besides. In addition to flowers, I am also allergic to chicken. In advance. Before, ahead of time. It looked like a storm was coming, so I wanted to close the windows in advance. In brief. In short, in summary. Dogs are happy, loyal, and friendly. In brief, they make great pets. In case of. In the event something happens, if. Take an umbrella in case of rain. In charge of. Leading, controlling. No one was in charge of the project, so it was never completed. In comparison with. Looking at in order to see the difference. This rock is heavy in comparison with its size. In fact. As a matter of fact, actually, in reality. In fact, there is no dark side of the moon. In favor of. Support or approve of something. His parents are not in favor of his career choice. In front of. Before, ahead of. She stood in front of the mirror. In general. As a whole, overall, for the most part. The movie was, in general, not very interesting. In harmony. In a friendly relationship with, in accord with. It is important that we live in harmony with nature. In honor of. Giving respect to, remembering. We lit the candle in honor of our grandmother. In just a minute. In a short time, shortly. The movie will be starting in just a minute. In light of. Because of. In light of the new information, he had to rethink the situation. In need. Needing, suffering without. After trying that spicy dish, he was in need of some water. In no time. Very quickly. If you make a few American friends, you can improve your English in no time. In one's way. Blocking, hindering. The box was in my way, so I had to move it. In regard to. Concerning. In regard to your question, the answer is yes. In retrospect. Looking back at the past. In retrospect, I should have studied harder in high school. In search of. Trying to find, looking for. We went in search of a good Italian restaurant. In short. Briefly, in summary. He's cute, funny, rich, and single. In short, he's perfect. In silence. Silently, not speaking, without a sound. They walked down the road in silence. In spite of. Regardless of something, despite. In spite of the rain, they went to the beach. In terms of. Comparing with, by the standard of. Which car is better? In terms of speed, the BMW is much better than the Ford. In the long run. After a long time. Let's fix that leaky pipe right away. If we do it now, we'll have less trouble in the long run. In the meantime. Meanwhile, while he had to wait for the bus, in the meantime he read the paper. In the middle of, at the center of, in the midst of. She turned off the TV in the middle of the show. Nick of time. Just in time, before it is too late. The rescue team arrived in the nick of time. In time. Before the limit of some time. He ran, but he didn't arrive in time to catch the train. In vain. For nothing, fruitless, vainly. The trip was cancelled. He had packed in vain. Ins and outs. All the details and all the information, whether visible or hidden. Susan has been working here for ages, so naturally she will know all the ins and outs about this firm. Instead of. In place of, rather than, in preference to. She went to New York instead of Paris. Is he for real? Used to ask with surprise if the person who just said or did something is serious about it or is only joking. Did you just hear what he said? Is he for real? It's a dog's life. Used to complain about how horrible your life is. All I do is work and I can't even afford a fancy dinner once in a while. It's a dog's life. It's a piece of cake. Used to say that something is very easy to do. I can lift this table without a problem. It's a piece of cake. It's a small world. Used to express surprise at the workings of coincidence and at how things can be connected in such a big world. Did you know that Mary, my close friend from high school, has turned out to be the CEO of the company I am to work for? It's a small world. It's home from home. Used to talk about a place which is like a second home to you. I live in Poland, but I love being in Chicago. It's home from home. It's no go. Used to say that there is no possibility for something to happen. It's no go. He will never allow us to retake the test. Just in case. Just for security, to be sure. It's supposed to be sunny, but please bring a raincoat just in case. Just in time. Almost not in time, at the last minute. You are just in time for dinner. Keep an eye on. Watch, monitor. My parents are gone, so I have to keep an eye on my little brother. Keep away. Avoid, stay away. The shy boy kept away from the other children. Keep in mind. Don't forget, remember, bear in mind. Keep in mind that you've got a meeting at 3. Keep in touch. Continue to communicate, stay in contact. He gave me his phone number so we could keep in touch. Keep off. Not go on, stay off. Please keep off the carpet with your dirty shoes. Keep on. Do not stop, continue. His alarm went off, but he kept on sleeping. Keep one's fingers crossed. Wish for good luck. We kept our fingers crossed as they announced the results of the contest. Keep one's word. Fulfill one's promise. It drives me crazy when people don't keep their word. Keep out of. Stay out. The high fence kept wolves out of the farm. Keep track of. Watch or count. Let's keep track of how much we spend on food during our vacation. Keep up. Continue. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Keep your nose out of something. Stay away from the things which do not concern you. Not interfere in other people's affairs. My divorce is my business, and keep your nose out of it. Kill somebody with kindness. Be kind to somebody in a tiresome, exaggerated manner. I like Sue, but I cannot move without her immediate assistance and offers of help. She kills people with her kindness. Laugh at. Ridicule, sneer. People always laugh at his nose. Lay off. Quit, stop. When are you going to lay off smoking? It's bad for you. Lead the way. Walk first to show the way. If you follow me, I will lead the way to a brighter future. Lead to. Go to a particular place. The road leads to the castle. Learn by heart. Memorize. Study to know without thinking. He's my favorite. I've learned all his songs by heart. Leave out. Exclude, miss out, omit. He packed his suitcase, but he left out one pair of socks. Let alone. Never mind, even less. I can barely afford this apartment, let alone a house. Let down. Sad, disappointed. You really let me down. Let go of. Release. He slowly let go of her hand and she walked away. Let's face the music. Let's try to go through things no matter how unpleasant they are. Let's face the music, said the Prime Minister before she came out to the protesting crowd. Lie down. Lie, recline. He decided to lie down for a few minutes. Like father, like son. Used to remark that a boy strongly resembles his father in character or behavior. Robert Stead also never liked to go out much, like father, like son. Listen to. Give attention in order to hear. Hear. She listens to the radio on her way to work. Little by little. Slowly, bit by bit, gradually. Peter learned Spanish little by little. Live next door. Live nearby. Jenny often goes to the neighbors living next door to play with their kids. Live on. Keep oneself alive with food or money. Survive. In college, I lived on only $50 a week. Live up to. meet one's expectations. The movie did not live up to all the good reviews. Long for. Want very much. The orphan longed for a home. Long time no see. Used to greet somebody and say that you have not seen them for a long time. Hey, long time no see. Just look at you. You look great. You must have lost 10 kilos since I last saw you. Look after. Care for. Take care of. I had to look after my little sister. Look alive. Used to tell somebody to hurry up. Look alive. We need to have this done by 8. Look around. Look in all directions. The new student looked around the class. Look at. Have a look at. Take a look at. Stare at. The doctor looked at the X-ray. Look back on. Remember. There are many good memories I can look back on from high school. Look down on. Despise. Think you're better than someone else. The rich man looked down on the beggar. Look for. Try to find. Search for. Seek. What are you looking for? Look forward to. Anticipate. Wait happily for. We are looking forward to leaving this town. Look into. Investigate. Check to see if something is possible. I don't know much about that subject, but I'll look into it when I have time. Look like. Resemble. Have the appearance of. Take after. A tiger looks like a big cat. Look on A as B. Think A as B. He looks on his brother as a role model. Look out. Be careful. Take care. Watch out. You must look out for cars when you cross the street. Look over. Read or see quickly to check. Did you look over that report I left on your desk? Look through. Search many things to find something. I looked through the drawer for an eraser. Look to A for B. Turn and ask A to give B. She usually looks to her parents for support. Look up to. Admire. Respect. The boy really looks up to his older brother. Lose one's head. Act irrationally. He lost his head when she told him she was leaving. Lose one's temper. Become angry. He lost his temper and hit the table with his fist. Lose track of. Not be aware of. Not pay attention to. It's easy to lose track of time when you're reading a good book. Love is blind. A saying meaning that when you are in love, you do not see the faults of the loved person. Carrie's boyfriend treats her awfully, and it's not only my opinion, but love is blind and she just won't listen. Make a difference. Be important to. Affect. It won't make much difference if we take the other road. Make a point of. Do something deliberately. He made a point of explaining everything he knew about the subject in class. Make believe. Pretend to be true. I used to make believe I could walk on water. Make faces. Move one's eyes and mouth to create silly or funny appearance. The baby laughed when I made faces at him. Make friends with. Form a relationship with. It can be hard to make new friends. Make fun of. Make unkind jokes about. Tease. Pull one's leg. Make a fool of. Everyone made fun of him. Make one's way. Go in the direction of. They made their way from California to Texas along Route 66. Make oneself at home. Make oneself comfortable. Relax. He is making himself at home on the sofa. Make room for. Provide space for. Hey, do you think we can make room for my friend? Make sense. Have a clear meaning. Be understandable. His words didn't make sense. Make sure. Check to be sure. He made sure to lock the door when he left. Make the most of. Use to the greatest advantage. I only have $10. I'll have to make the most of it. Make up. Invent. Fabricate. I didn't want to tell the men my real name, so I made up a name. Make up. Become friends again with. Reconcile. Newlyweds fight and make up often. Make up for. Compensate for. She had to work overtime to make up the days of work she missed. Make up one's mind. Decide. Make a decision. Resolve. He is trying to make up his mind. Make use of. Utilize. Take advantage of. He made use of the wood and built a house. Man proposes, God disposes. Used to say that people may have plans, but the outcome of those plans is controlled by forces which are out of man's reach. I would love to go on holidays in July, but you know, man proposes, God disposes. Marriage of convenience. A marriage for money rather than for love. Lucy and Harry have never loved each other, and everyone agrees that their marriage was a marriage of convenience. Mess up. Make a mistake in. He messed up the recipe, so the food tasted terrible. Might as well. May as well, why not? My next class doesn't begin for 45 minutes. I might as well do some studying. Mind your own business. Used to tell someone that you do not wish them to ask you personal questions. My marriage problems concern me and my wife, and they have nothing to do with you. Mind your own business. Mix up. Confuse. I mixed up your names. Could you say that again? Money burns a hole in his pocket. Used to say that somebody has never been able to keep cash for a long time. If I won $1 million, I would spend it very easily and fast. All my friends know that money burns a hole in my pocket. Money doesn't grow on trees. Used to say that earning money is not easy and therefore one has to spend it wisely. And how do you expect me to pay for that? Money doesn't grow on trees, you know. Money talks. Used to say that you can do everything with money. How did you manage to get a table in that restaurant? Well, money talks, if you know what I mean. More often than not. Usually. More often than not, he spends his holidays with his parents. More or less. Approximately, almost. The airline tickets were more or less the same price. Name A after B. Give A the same name as B. My parents named me after my grandfather. Neither A nor B. Both A and B do not or are not. Neither I nor my brother is as tall as our father. Never mind. Forget, pay no attention to. Never mind your hair, you're in the army now. Never say die. Used to ask somebody not to give up. Never say die, you cannot stop trying now when you've come so far. Next of kin. The closest relatives. If something happens to you, we'll make sure to inform your next of kin about it. Nice one. An exclamation used to admire something or to praise somebody for what they have just done. Have you seen my new jacket? Wow, nice one. No can do. Used to say that there is no way you will do what you were asked for. No can do. I won't be doing your homework for you. No chance. Used to say that you will never do something you were asked to do, or that something will never happen. No chance. I'm not going to cover for you again. No matter. Make no difference. I can't get an A in the class no matter how well I do on the final exam. No news is good news. Used to say that if you do not hear from somebody, it means that everything is fine with them. Jenny hasn't called because she's having a great time. If something had happened, we would have known by now. Remember, no news is good news. No problem. Easy, no trouble. It doesn't matter. It should be no problem to find tickets for the game. No sweat. Used to tell somebody that something is not a problem. No sweat. This task won't take me more than 5 minutes. No way. I don't believe it. You are 40 years old? No way. You look so young. No wonder. Now I understand why. There's a bowling ball in the box. No wonder it's so heavy. Not a bit. Used to tell somebody that something is not at all the way they think it is. Are you anxious about the exam? Not a bit. Not at all. Not in any way. Do you mind? No, not at all. Not on your life. Used to strongly refuse somebody's suggestion or request. Are you going to invite Kath? Not on your life. Nothing but. Only, no more than, merely, just. There was nothing but old cheese in the refrigerator. Nothing to write home about. Nothing interesting. The party was nothing to write home about. Same people, same stories, and as always, a lot to drink. Now and then. Sometimes, occasionally, once in a while at times, from time to time. He likes to watch a movie now and then. Now that. Because now that I have some free time, I plan to do a lot more reading. Of course. Yes, certainly, sure, no problem. If you are busy, you don't have to come, of course. Of one's own accord. Without being asked. He washed the dishes of his own accord. On a knife edge. In a difficult situation of which the outcome is uncertain. His life was balanced on a knife edge. On account of. Because of. The game was cancelled on account of the rain. On and on. Without stopping, continuously. They worked on and on through the night. On average. Look at the average case. On average, the price of computers has gone down. On behalf of. For, in someone's place. She is collecting money on behalf of children in Africa. On foot. By walking. You can go everywhere on foot in my town. On hand. Near and ready for use. Do you have any water on hand? On no account. Never, in no instance. On no account should you open the door if you don't know who is there. On one's own. Without help from others. Little Jimmy was proud of his sculpture of a giraffe which he'd made on his own. On purpose. Deliberately, intentionally. I'm sorry I spilled the drink. It wasn't on purpose. On schedule. Without delay, on time. The bus usually arrives on schedule. On the contrary. No, not at all. He's not lazy. On the contrary, he is very active. On the one's way. Going or coming during the journey. On the way to work this morning she saw a deer. On the other hand. But, looking at the other side of the situation. New York is very romantic. On the other hand, it is very cold in the winter. On the spot. Right there, immediately. She had to think of an answer on the spot. On the weekend. On Saturdays and Sundays. I take my son to the park on the weekend. On the whole. In general, all things considered. On the whole, I really enjoyed my trip to Canada. On time. On schedule, punctually. This train is always on time. Once and for all. Forever, for good, finally. He decided to take care of his nose hair problem once and for all. Once in a while. Sometimes, occasionally, now and then, at times. My old friend calls me once in a while. Or so. Approximately. There were 50 or so people at the wedding. Originate from. Come from, start from. He was sure that the email message originated from someone in the office. Out of breath. Breathless, hard to breathe. After running so long, he was out of breath. Out of date. Outdated, old-fashioned. My computer is already out of date. Out of sight. Used to show that something somebody has just said seems hard to believe. I've just won 2 tickets for Madonna's concert in New York. Out of sight. How did you do that? Out of sight, out of mind. Used to say that it is easy to forget somebody when you do not see them. If I were you, I would throw away all his pictures and stop seeing him altogether. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of whack. Broken. My leg got out of whack when I was skiing. Over my dead body. Used to tell somebody that you will rather die than let something happen. I really think we should sell this old house. Over my dead body. Owing to. Because of. Owing to the bad weather, the picnic was cancelled. Pardon my French. Used to apologize for having just used or intending to use a vulgar or inappropriate expression. Now I have to have a piss, if you pardon my French. Pass away. Die. My grandmother passed away last year. Pass by. Go past. He said hello as he passed by his friends. Pass out. Faint, become unconscious. You will pass out if you hold your breath for too long. Pay a visit. Visit, calling on, pay a call, go to see. I will pay a visit to my grandma tomorrow. Pay attention to. Focus on, concentrate on. You should pay attention to road signs when you are driving. Pay back. Return borrowed money. Thanks for the money. I'll pay you back as soon as I can. Pay off. Bring a good result. Private piano lessons are expensive. Do you think they will pay off? Pick out. Choose, single out. She picked out a nice dress for the party. Pick up. Lift. He picked up the pen and wrote a letter. Piece by piece. bit by bit, one by one, piecemeal. She ate the whole cake piece by piece. Pipe dream. An unrealistic plan. The parents were worried about their son who had left school because of some pipe dream of becoming a rock star. Play a part in. Have an effect on something, be involved with. Regular exercise plays a part in staying healthy. Play a trick on. Play a joke on, play tricks on. The dog is playing a trick on the cat. Point out. Indicate. He pointed out the places he visited on the map. Poverty is no crime. Used to say that you should not be ashamed of being poor. Just tell your girlfriend you cannot afford such an expensive restaurant. Poverty is no crime after all. Protect A from B. Shield A from B. The helmet protected his head from injury in the crash. Prove to be. Turn out to be. She proved to be an unfaithful friend. Pull one's leg. Trick or fool one. He told her he was French, but he was pulling her leg. Pull over. Move one's vehicle to the side of the road and stop. She pulled over to take a picture of the beautiful scenery by the highway. Put away. Put in a safe place, hide or store. She put away her jewelry in a box in the back of her closet. Put down. Set something on a surface. When he finished the letter, he put down his pencil. Put off. Delay, postpone, defer. Don't put off doing your homework. Put on. Get dressed in, wear, have on. The girl put on her glasses to read. Put out. Extinguish a flame or fire. Don't forget to put out the fire before you go to sleep. Put together. Join parts together, assemble. The boy put together a model airplane. Put up with. Suffer without complaining, stand, tolerate. She likes cats but can't put up with their hair. Quick as a flash. Very quick. The runner passed by quick as a flash. Quite a few. Many, not a few, a number of, a lot of. There were quite a few people at the park. Read somebody's mind. Be able to predict somebody's thoughts. Would you like to grab a coffee? Yes, sure, you are reading my mind. Refer to A as B. Use the name before A. Many people refer to this book as the author's greatest work. Regardless of. No matter, without considering. He decided to wear his favorite outfit regardless of what the others thought. Relieve A of B. Take B from A. Why are you home so early? I am feeling sick, so my boss relieved me of my duties tonight. Remind A of B. Make A think of B. Be reminiscent of. Evoke. She reminds me of a movie star. Remove A from B. Get rid of. Take away from. She wanted to remove the lock from the door. Resign oneself to. Accept a situation as unchangeable. He resigned himself to working at the amusement park because he needed the money. Result from. Because by. Arise from. A big stomach can result from eating too much. Result in. Lead to. Cause. Coming to work late again will result in him losing his job. Revenge is sweet. Used to say that taking revenge on somebody gives one pleasure. I can't wait. He doesn't even suspect what I have planned for him. Oh, revenge is sweet. Right away. Immediately, without delay, at once, right now. Stay there. I am coming right away. Rule out. Decide that something is not possible. She ruled out going to Alaska because she didn't like cold weather. Run across. Find or meet by chance, come across, encounter, discover. She ran across her old boyfriend at the store. Run after. Chase, follow. The cat ran after the dog. Run away. Leave a place quickly, escape. He ran away from the bear. Run into. Meet by chance. I often run into people I know at the bus stop. Run out of. Use up, finish, exhaust. We've run out of water. Run over. Drive over something. You've got to be careful when you cross the road. You don't want to get run over. Safe and sound. Healthy, not injured. It was a dangerous excursion, but we all came back safe and sound. Save your breath. Used to mean that talking to somebody is a waste of time and energy. Save your breath. Dan will never understand you. You can't as well talk to the wall. Save your face. Act in a way that your reputation is spared. After being accused of sexual harassment, the politician could do nothing to save his face. See eye to eye. Agree from the same point of view. Do we see eye to eye on this issue? See off. Say goodbye to. We went to see my sister off at the airport. Seeing is believing. Used to say that only if you see something, you will believe it. I really didn't think that Nick's girlfriend could be as pretty as he said she was, but seeing is believing. Sell out. Sell all of, have no more because all are sold. Do you have any more DVD players? Sorry, we are all sold out. Serve one right. Be the correct punishment for one. Her talk show was cancelled. It serves her right for being so rude to her guests. Set aside. put apart place out of the way. He set aside his book and paid attention to his son. Set out. Leave. Begin a journey. She packed everything in her car and set out for California. Set up. Build. Put up. The campers set up their tent. Settle down. Become still or relaxed. Settle down. It's just a little sputter. Settle for. Accept instead of something better. There was no soda, so he settled for water. Shake hands with. Hold someone's hand and move it up and down as a greeting. The president shook hands with the prime minister. Show off. Show proudly. Display proudly. He showed off his new shoes at school. Show up. Arrive at a place. Turn up. She showed up 3 hours late. Side by side. Next to each other. The trees grew side by side along the river. Slow down. Become slower. Reduce speed. The train slowed down as it reached the station. So far. Thus far. Up to now. I have met 3 new people so far. So far, so good. Everything is fine up to this time. How is your project going? So far, so good. So long. Used to say goodbye to somebody. I have to go now. See you soon. So long. Sooner or later. In the end, eventually, in time. The police will catch the thief sooner or later. Sort of. Kind of, a little. The restaurant is sort of expensive. Do you want to go somewhere else? Speak ill of. Say bad things about. Speak badly of. Condemn. He began to speak ill of his ex-girlfriend. Speak up. Say aloud. I can't hear you. Could you please speak up? Speak well of. Say good things about. Speak highly of. Praise. He always speaks well of his parents. Spend money like water. Spend a lot of money in an uncontrolled manner. If she continues spending money like water, they won't be rich any longer. Spend on. Use money to pay for something. He spends all his money on gambling. Stand a chance. Have an opportunity to succeed. I really want to ask her on a date. Do you think I stand a chance? Stand for. Represent. Mean. Be a sign of. In China the color red stands for good luck. Stand out. Be very noticeable. With that green hair, she really stands out in the crowd. Stand to reason. Be a logical conclusion, obviously follow. It stands to reason that if you eat too much, you will gain weight. Stand up to. Fight. Be against. You can't let them push you around like that. Stand up to them. Stay put. Not move. I will go and look for him. That you stay put. Stay up. Not go to bed. Remain awake. The boy stayed up late playing video games. Stick around. Wait. Hey, look, those policemen just ran into that store. Let's stick around and see what happens. Stick to. Follow. Adhere to. Her doctor said that she should stick to her current diet plan. Succeed in. Achieve the result one hopes for. The only way to succeed in medical school is to study day and night. Such as, for example, like, say, animals such as monkeys and gorillas are primates. Suffer from. Be ill with or bothered by. People who use computers all the time often suffer from back problems. Sum up. In summary, finish in short. The last page of the report sums up all of the research. Sweat blood. Work the point of total exhaustion. Renovating a house is a heavy work. I've been sweating blood over it for 3 months now, and there's still a lot to be done. Take a look at. Look at to evaluate. The doctor took a look at her foot to see if it was broken. Take advantage of. Make use of. Profit from. We should take advantage of the nice weather and go to the beach. Take after. Look like. Resemble. The boy takes after his father. Take apart. Separate something into pieces. I took apart the fan and put in a new motor. Take by surprise. Surprise. Come without warning. His friend's visit took him by surprise. Take care of. Look after. Keep eye on. Protect. You must promise to take care of them. Take for granted. Assume. Expect. Why are you taking your umbrella? I don't take it for granted that it will stay sunny. Take into account. Consider. He didn't take into account the possibility that the bus might be late. Take lessons. Learn. I took lessons in dancing. Take off. Rise in flight. Leave. The helicopter is ready to take off. Take one's time. Slowly, in a relaxed way. She took her time and made sure she did not make any mistakes on the test. Take over. Take control. Take responsibility. If you are tired from driving, I can take over for a while. Take part in. Be involved in. Join in. Participate in. It is an honor to take part in the Olympics. Take place. occur, happen, come about. An eclipse takes place every few years. Take pride in. Be proud of, pride oneself on. She took pride in her son's good grades. Take something hard. Be affected by something emotionally, feel it deeply. My daughter took the death of our dog to her heart. Take time off. Miss work for some time with permission. I have to take time off next week to go to the doctor. Take turns. Do one after another. Do by turns. Alternate. We take turns watching the baby. Take up. Use space or time. The sofa takes up a lot of space in the living room. Talk over. Talk about, speak about, discuss. They decided to talk over their problem. Talk sense. Speak in a sensible, reasonable way. I heard what Gil had to say about it and I think she talked sense. We should listen to her and wait for the prices to drop. Tear down. Destroy something that was built. They want to tear down the old apartments to build new ones. Tell A from B. Know the difference between. It was impossible to tell the real painting from the fake one. Tell me another. Used to say that you do not believe in what someone has told you. Sorry I'm late, there was a traffic jam. Oh really? Tell me another. Tend to. Usually do have the habit of. Traffic tends to get heavy around 5 in the evening. Thanks for. Said to show gratitude for something. Thanks for all your help. Thanks to. Because of. Wow, you got $50 from your grandmother. Yes, thanks to her, I can go to the concert. That's it. Used to say that something has finished. Only 2 more pages to read and that's it. That's the business. Used to respond with praise and enthusiasm to something. Maybe we should expand our product line. That's the business. Prepare ideas for the new products for tomorrow. That's the way it goes. Used to conclude with reflection that certain things in life usually happen in this way. One time you win, another time you lose. That's the way it goes. There you go. Used to express support or to confirm what has been said. I've never claimed that our government is particularly apt. There you go, because it's completely inept. Think about. Recall or imagine fondly, dream of. He can't stop thinking about the girl. Think highly of. Have a good opinion of. Her teacher thought highly of her ability to draw. Think nothing of it. It is no trouble. Thank you for helping me. Think nothing of it. Think of. Create a picture or idea in your imagination. He thought of a good idea for lunch. Think over. Consider before deciding. Take some time to think over my suggestions. Think up. Imagine, have an idea quickly. She was always thinking up new ways to make extra money. This is the life. Used to express admiration and envy about the way somebody lives. Have you seen their house? There's a pool, gym, and a screening room in it. That's the life. Throw away. Get rid of something. Throw out. He was angry because she threw away his favorite old hat. Throw up. Vomit. If you drink too much, you will throw up. Till doomsday. Forever. If they keep working at that speed, this highway won't be finished till doomsday. To say nothing of. Not to mention, need not describe because it is obvious. The soups there are delicious, to say nothing of the desserts. To tell the truth. To be honest, to be frank, in all honesty, honestly, frankly. To tell the truth, I don't like her at all. Trade in. Exchange for another. I want to trade in my motorcycle for a faster one. Try on. Put on clothes to check this style or fit. Can I try these shoes on? Try out. Do or use to see if something works correctly. Don't buy the bike until you try it out first. Turn down. Decline, say no. I invited her to join us, but she turned down my invitation. Turn into. Become, change to. They say when I drink, I turn into a monster. Turn off. Switch off, shut off, disconnect, unplug. Please turn off the TV. Turn on. Start the flow of power. I want to turn on the air conditioner. Turn out. Finally be, end up. The weather looked bad this morning, but it turned out to be a nice day. Turn up. Suddenly appear after being lost or missing. Please call me if my car keys turn up. Under the weather. A little sick. She missed the party because she was feeling under the weather. Up to now. Until now. Up to now, I always thought you were a vegetarian. Ups and downs. A person's successes and defeats. A real friend will be with you through ups and downs. Upside down. The top toward the ground. Somebody hung the picture upside down. Use up. Use completely, drain. Who used up all of the toilet paper? Used to. Occurring or existing in the past. My family used to eat dinner together, but now we are too busy. Wait for. Hold on, hang on, oh wait. He is waiting for the bus. Wait on. Serve someone in a restaurant. How many tables can you wait on at the same time? Wake up. Arise from sleep, become awake. Wake up, you're late for work. Waste one's breath. Say something of no use. She won't go out with you. Don't waste your breath asking her. Watch out. Look out, be careful, beware. Watch out, there is a bee on your arm. Wear out. Make useless, damage. The girl wore out the doll. Well done. Used to praise somebody to show satisfaction with what they had done. I passed my driving exam. Well done. What for? Why? I have to go back to the office. What for? What gives? Used to ask about what is going on. Hey Danny, what gives? Why have you been crying? What if? In the event that, suppose that. What if no one comes to our party? What's done is done. Used to say that what has already happened cannot be undone. Stop crying, what's done is done. All we can do now is apologize and buy them a new vase. What's the matter? What's the problem? What's the wrong? What's the trouble? Please tell me what's the matter with my dog. What's up? How are you? Jim, how is it going? What's up, Bob? What's yours? Used to ask somebody what they would like to drink. I'm going to have a gin and tonic. What's yours? When it comes to. Regarding, when dealing with. He doesn't know very much when it comes to mathematics. Who do you think I am? Used to express surprise that the other person considered you to be capable of something that's shameful as the thing discussed. Do you think I have taken this money? Who do you think I am? With open arms. Gladly, warmly. She welcomed her daughter-in-law with open arms. Without question. For sure, for certain. Without question, that is the best movie I have ever seen. Workout. Exercise, doing aerobics or weightlifting. He decided it was finally time to start working out. Worthwhile. Worth the time and effort spent. It is worthwhile to study a foreign language. Would like to. Have a desire to do, want to, wish. She would like to become a doctor. Would rather. Would prefer to, would sooner, prefer. I would rather live in a house than in an apartment. Wrap up. Finish, bring to an end. The senator wrapped up his speech by quoting the president. Write back. Reply by letter. Answer. Acknowledge. I have to write back to my friend. Write down. Make a note of. Put down. Take down. Please write down this number. Yield to. Allow something to happen. She yielded to his demands for a cookie. You bet. Sure, yes. Are you free tonight? You bet.